Alright, gamers, welcome back. Valheim episode 6. We are back. Still with the command issue, but again, we're just keeping that. Screw it. Okay, last time I think we said we were going to start working on the Viking Lodge. We also have some copper over here to finish collecting, some tin along the shoreline that we need to get. I need to go check out that chamber. I think what we're going to do is, for now, start working on our Viking Lodge. I don't really have a build idea. Well, I shouldn't say that. I have a build idea. I have a vision in my mind of how I want this thing to look, but I've got no idea how I'm going to build it. I should say that. Let's eat some more food, because our food is about to run out. Take all the raspberries we can get. And I think right by the edge of the valley here, we'll start cutting down some of these trees. Now hopefully we can manipulate this to fall into some of these other trees. Like this. There we go, that was pretty good actually. And now I can get dual credit here a little bit. Actually, it'd be smarter if I came over here, hit it like this. Don't come at me and then run away, bro. Come on. Ah, damn. One more. There it is. I like to try and get the stumps out too. I don't like to leave them just all over the forest. It's not very visually appealing. Plus we have some beech tree seeds that I think I'm going to come back and plant around here once we're done. You know, replenish the trees that we use. That's actually a crazy hit on that tree right there. 23 in woodcutting. We have 106. Let's get this stump up and then we'll go start working on flattening out the area. Building a temporary little hut that I can use for a workbench and storage, because we're going to need a lot more wood than this. So first things first, let's map out in our mind where we're going to have this thing. Visually, I want it long ways. That's a crazy hand motion to me. Long ways this way. I want the front door kind of overlooking the water, so as soon as you come out, you're looking at the water, right? So I think maybe even like here. Just pick a place and start working. Because I think I'm going to use that tree as a center point for our portal room. And this place is going to be pretty damn big. So honestly, I need to clear out like a large area. Just take it back. 5 hops this time. Mine some of this out so it's nice and even. Oops. Sometimes you got to take a step back and really look at it from a distance to see where do we need to come back in with the pickaxe and chisel away a little bit, get these rocks out of there. This whole region right here, though, is just, it's too raised. All right, for now, let's go ahead and build a workbench. Just something small that I can keep us out of the rain. I said that and then it starts raining. That's crazy. Nice. It's enough to repair everything. How am I gonna do this? First things first, let's decide how wide we're gonna make this thing. So, overlooking the water, the front door will probably be like right here. This is just kind of a placeholder. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think 8 wide is a good number for it. You don't want it too wide early on, or else you won't be able to get like structural integrity with it. Oh, I see a boar and I need that. Big shot, you ready? Oh my god. I was meant to be a ranger. Now, a good way to tell if the floor is nice and even is if you can even see the floor. So it's like, there, no, we'll mine it away. This whole thing needs to be brought down like another level or two, I think. And of course, when we're finished, we'll come back through and repair everything because it's taking water damage right now, but... Now for these episodes where we're building things, they might go a little longer than some of the other episodes. Like I'm thinking, for the most part, I'm trying to have every episode be like 30 minutes to 45 minutes. These building episodes, they might go 45 minutes to an hour, somewhere in that range. Because building in Valheim just takes time. Like it's just something that you're gonna have to put some time and effort into. Pop some more food. Get these dandelions out of here. Sneeze, hang on. Okay, sorry. I'm actually thinking now that I'm looking at this, maybe do I want the wood grain running this way? We're basically out of wood. Oh shit, why did I do that? And now I was gonna say, now I can't get the angle on it. All that wood to basically make like a few bits on the floor and like 2 doors. This might be enough for it. It is, cool. Alright, so that'll just be temporary for now. What do we have left? 6 pieces of wood? Not much. Actually, I'll tell you what. Let's tear those 2 up. Let's head back out to the forest. Let's cut this down. It's kind of in the way of our view. Then we can use some of the wood to make a bench here, rip down this structure because it's kind of an eyesore for my vision. I can't hit both, unfortunately. Don't go rolling into the water. Okay, put a workbench up, and then with that, I should be able to rip most of this down. You just take out the base, the rest should fall on its own. It's got nothing to stand on. Of course, we can help speed it up a little bit. Clear out the view just a smidge. Now, another thing that we're going to need is some storage. So let's go... One, two, three, and then... And again, this is all going to be temporary. I just need to kind of get something set up here. I think it's just 6 chests to kind of put things in. And then, how much wood do we have left? 14 pieces, not a ton. What does it take to make a bed? Bed's too exposed, okay. Still too exposed. I'm gonna need a better roof system, but that's fine. Maybe I can... Still too exposed. That's... okay. $14 might be enough. I also need to start a fire. That's the thing. Still too exposed? Really? There we go. Now I just need a fire. Forgot I put the rocks up. Enemies nearby. What a parry. Alright, we've got our temporary small little home for now, where we can rest here. You dream of a mighty bear sleeping deep below the earth in the winter of the world. We've read this one before. It turns in its sleep, folds upon folds of flesh and fur. It has no head, no limbs. Couldn't read much more into the dream than that. Alright, it's a new day. Let's get this rock out of here. Alright. It's a tight squeeze, but it works. Let's continue to mine some of this out back here, because we're going to want to take this back even further. 8 wide, and I'm thinking like maybe 20 long, maybe 25 long. I kind of want to take this down just because it's not very visually appealing anyways. There's definitely like a slight incline here that I'm going to see more and more the more I put down these floors, but... Well, I'm going to want it all one way, so let's just do it sideways. Alright, let's get more trees. Pickaxe already at 18. Spend some time cutting down some of these trees around the property. First, we'll focus with the dead trees, everything that's already dead and worn down and fallen over, like these here, these stumps. These fallen down logs. Think again, buddy. think I need the till to add actual like vegetation. Let's clear out the view a little more too. This is the swing. Oh, called it. Where does that put us at? Like 70 wood? It's a bit more of a clear, open view on the water. And then in the future, of course, we've got a lot to build onto this place, but probably make like some kind of path down to a dock down here on the water where we can store all our boats and that kind of stuff. And I think, of course, like in between some episodes, I'll probably work on some things in my spare time while I'm just like hanging out on Discord talking to my friends, or you know, if I got a couple extra minutes but I don't want to record, I can work on building some things in the village, and then when I do another episode, I'll show you guys what we made. That seems like it just would be, you know, smart. All right, let's make sure we're counting this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, you can just tell this entire thing needs to be brought down like a decent bit. Then even it out. This is 8. Let's get it 10 back for now, at least for this episode. Nine and 10. Pickaxe is about to break, but that's fine. Still got like 70 wood. I don't know, I'm kind of torn. I kind of want to do it up and down like this. I feel like it would be visually just more appealing. I have this idea of like the floor pattern kind of showing you where to walk. So it's like the first two obviously walk us into the Great Hall, and then some on the sides would walk you over to like the staircase that takes you up, one on both sides, and then up top is where we'll have all the rooms, some guest rooms, storage rooms, my own personal room, that kind of thing. Um, sometimes you just gotta rip it up, hit it once, pop it back down. I actually think I'm just gonna do it all up and down instead of horizontal like that. And I can replace all that once I actually, you know, move that. I'm not worried about it, but so what do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like I said, let's get it at least 10 long. Ideally, we take it 20 all the way back, I think. An 8 by 20 is the goal. Need to tear up this area. As well as this one. Even those out. Pop new panels back in. We'll leave those two up there to show that that's like the spot of 10 that we're trying to go for. Let's head back to the base, start moving some things back over here, and then I'll probably get ready to possibly wrap this one up. And then spend some time tonight in my own free time working on this build. And next time, maybe when we start up, I'll have something to show you guys that's pretty cool. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll see. Like I said, though, this village is probably going to be something that we work on throughout the entire game. Slowly adding more and more to it. Like, I have an idea for a blacksmith workshop. I have an idea for like a tannery where we can have all our leatherworking goods and all that stuff. I have an idea for like a portal room around that tree. Some kind of culinary area inside of the lodge, I think. Get this wood where we can. Another boar. Oh, couple boar. Sneak up on him. Shh, shh, shh. Make a run for it! More scrap. Drop this off, we'll pop Ike there, run back to the base, fill up our bags with as much as we can, and then head back here, drop it off. It's almost nighttime though, so just try and be quick with it. We're going to keep that base there, but I'm going to take most of the materials out and move it back here. We probably have 5 minutes in real life time before the sun is down, excuse me. Nothing beats our simple little hut. Gonna take a couple trips for sure. We'll move the apiary over here too when we're finished, at least with the lodge. I'm gonna make like a garden out here and everything once we get the till, all that stuff. Thankfully, these are close enough to each other to where it's not like such a pain to get them from one place to another. Almost have enough leather scrap. Nice. Let's put our fruit in here. Our raw meat in here. Break this down. Break that down. Break that bad boy down. And then keep the rest. Yeah, I'm not gonna have space to hold anymore. It's gonna be like 3 trips, maybe 4 total. But because of the time, I think we're just gonna do this one, call it a night, and then, like I said, I'll spend some time in my free time tonight working a little more on this base, moving things from that little hut to the actual base. But eventually this entire area will be a little Viking village that I think is going to be really cool. I really enjoy building in Valheim. I'm usually not like a big builder in games. I enjoy building, but I don't really like go crazy with it. But in Valheim, I have a good time with it where I like to take my time, build something pretty cool. This will just be storage for now, or backup stuff for now. And then what do we have? Probably need 1 more for trophies. So really what we'll do is do trophies here. Boarhead, deerhead, Grey Dwarf Shaman, and then Skeleton. And then here we'll do club, top, bottom, pickaxe, gold, and then sellable. That leaves us with 84 wood to build with next time. Jump in bed, rest up for the night. And we're going to call this one here for now, guys. Like I said, for the 9th time, I'm going to spend some time working on this base and try and get something set up by the next time we play. That way we're not just spending all this time building. We can actually get out there and go explore some depths, get more copper, more tin. We're on day 10, so not a bad day 10. Save it up, and we're going to call this one here. I want to thank you guys for hanging out. I'll see you in the next one. Peace and love, and God bless gamers.